Welcome aspirants, how you are all? Hope you are doing fine. Welcome to the channel Syllabus Coach. You all know channel Syllabus Coach has been presenting the unique series to revise and revisit NCRTs. So now we have coming to the Polity Class 6 Lesson 2. Before that, you can see what are all the unique features of our NCRT series, and these are all the exams for which this series will be useful. So join our Telegram group, friends. We suggest this so that you can answer daily current affair MCQs and also NCRT quizzes on real time. So let's quickly move on to the chapter 2 of classics polity, that is diversity and discrimination. So friends, Syllabus Coach is connecting this lesson 2 of polity to again the general studies UPSC main syllabus titled as Salient Features of Indian Society, Diversity of India. So what is the relevance? So let's see the 2018 mains question of this particular lesson 2, that is caste system is assuming new identities and associational forms. Hence, the caste system cannot be eradicated in India. Comment. Friends, many of you think this is a very generalistic question and a very easy question, but it is a very difficult question indeed because you have to write it in just 150 words. So I suggest all the aspirants to write in the comments below this answer in 150 words after watching this video. You will be knowing the pain and the difficulty in compiling your thoughts, a lot of thoughts into this single 150 words answer. Try it and then give your comments. So again, I am believing that every NCERT lesson is equal to or sometimes greater than a UPSC question. So let's get into these questions. What is prejudice? Friends, prejudice means to judge other people negatively or as inferior or as a pattern on which they have been imposed. For example, many Indians feel English is the best language and Indian culture, English culture is the best culture, but that's not actually. That is called as a prejudice, friends. So when your eyes are filled with prejudice, you see everything only in a binary, whether it is one or zero. Similarly, whether it is right or wrong. So that is called as a prejudice. So prejudice makes you to believe that some things are always right, some things are always wrong, and you try to fit those people in that image. What do you mean by creating stereotypes? Friends, stereotypes is the same thing, creating images. For example, in India, we say that boys can never wear pink, boys should not cry. These are called as stereotypes. Stereotypes is looking at each person as a unique individual with his or her own specialties. It stops us from doing this. So we don't look at each person as an individual, but we try to fit them into a single pattern. Now, what are the main sources of discrimination in Indian society? Well, these two things, friends, prejudice and creating stereotypes that makes you look at different people in different ways, and you only tend to associate yourself with a particular person and try to discriminate all others. So, these are the two main things of discrimination in India. What is the meaning of the word Dalit? Friends, Dalit in literally sense means broken. So this word itself shows to us that how Dalits have been discriminated for long years in India. So now the government after independence is referring to Dalits as scheduled castes. What does Mahar word indicate? Friends, we all know that Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, belonged to the community called Mahar. Mahars were one of the untouchables before independence and they were severely depressed in Bombay Presidency and other parts of India. But now, after independence, the situation has changed. Before independence, Ambedkar has been the limelight for Dalits. See, this is the situation of Mahars before independence, and from that community, from a poor family, Ambedkar has risen to the occasion and has become the father of Indian Constitution. That's what our next question is. Who is the father of Indian Constitution? Well, all Indians proudly acclaim that Dr. B. Ambedkar is the father of our Indian Constitution and is also known as the best leader of Dalits. Friends, if you want to improve your knowledge on Ambedkar, go to the telegram in the channel description below and try to give the quiz and improve your knowledge. Now let's see quickly what are the fill in the blanks of the lesson. Diversity can sometimes become a source of discrimination. Well, it's a dilemmatic question, but yes, it's true, friends. Diversity can sometimes leads to discrimination, but not always. Not always, but yes, sometimes. Respect for diversity can ensure the equality. Well, yes. Government jobs are open to all people in India. Very true. Untouchability is not legally abolished in India. This is a false statement, friends, because untouchability is abolished right in the Constitution itself, 1950. In India, people are free to choose the kind of work they wish to do. Yes, now there is no caste rigidity, friends. Anybody from any caste can do any kind of work, can read any degree. Indian Constitution treats all religions equally. Yes, of course. Which of the following values are not present in our Indian preamble? This is a very important question, friends. In prelims, many times they will give you a tricky question where there will be not, and many of the aspirants will not see this word not. So read the question again. Which of the values are not present in our Indian preamble? Justice, equality, liberty, diversity. In these, which of these are not present in this preamble? The answer is diversity, friends. Many aspirants feel unity and diversity, but that's not true. The actual thing is unity and integrity. Unity and integrity is present in the preamble. Friends, I suggest all of you to read preamble at least once daily. Write it on your notes and remember it, because it will be useful a lot of things, not only in prelims, it will be used in mains, especially in the papers essay and ethics paper. These are very important, friends. Friends, I have given UPSC mains of state PSC. I have attended NABARD interview and a lot more things. I have a lot of experience. In one of my mock tests, I have written entire preamble in an ethics as well as in an essay paper, and I got very good score in that mock test particularly. So you don't know where you can use preamble. You can use anywhere you can use. That's why preamble is very important. It is called as the soul of India. What? The soul of India. If any foreigner asks you, define India in one line, you can simply say India is its preamble. So the preamble is enshrining all the core values of India, not just what India gained in the history, but what India aspires to be in the future. So if someone asks you, yes, India is its preamble. So preamble is very important. Preamble is like the biography of India, the reference address of India. So I request and suggest every aspirant to by heart it every day and make sure that you know each and every word of India. Once we go into the deeper lessons of polity, you will understand the importance of each and every word of preamble. Going to the next question. Which of the following are needed to reduce inequalities in the society? Friends, this is an important question. People struggles, affirmative actions of the government. The answer is both. Many of you would have a doubt here. Before going here, let's see people struggles. We know that many sections of the society, like lower caste, religions, the other lower strata of the society, farmers groups, do struggles every day in India to improve the equality. That's very important. And the coming to this word, affirmative action. Affirmative means, friend, positive. So what are the positive actions of the government? For example, reservation to lower castes, reservation to women, reservation to comes disabled people. So what are all being doing? These are all helping to reduce inequalities in India. So from the government's perspective, affirmative actions are required, and from the people's perspective, a vibrant democracy needs struggles to improve the inequalities. Thus the answer is both. So friends, coming to the comment section where we are introducing this to pool our knowledge, I would suggest each and every student and aspirant to write down this answer in the comments. List down 5 aspects where girls or women are stereotyped in our society and mention ideas how to overcome them. I would suggest especially all the girls aspirants to suggest innovative ways. How can we overcome them? I would say girls will have better ideas how to overcome the stereotypes in our society. So I would say all this so that boys can see it and also get benefited. So to conduct, we are conducting quizzes daily on this Telegram group. You can come here, write daily current affairs and NCRT quizzes. Soon after you complete the video lesson of this, you can come to Telegram and attempt the real-time quiz on NCRT lessons. Thank you, aspirants. If you like this, subscribe, like, and share. Get ready for next lesson, lesson 3. Thank you, friends. If you like this, please refer to all your aspirant friends. That's all for today. Thank